Hey guys, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. I'm doing a series called What Makes This Singer Great, and next up we have Sebastian Bach from Skid Row. Before we get started, if you guys wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe to my channel. That'd be really cool. And don't forget to ring that bell so that you can get more videos coming your way. I also have a singing course. The course is called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else, where we discuss and negotiate all these different styles and techniques and how to get there to help you become a better singer. You can find it right here at kentamplinvocalacademy.com. I also have a free singing forums there for those of you that just want to kind of kick the tires a little bit, see if you're interested in learning how to sing or bettering your singing. You can do that for free on my website as well. So what comes to mind when I think of Sebastian Bach? Well, I think of range. For sure, high range vocals, some cool distortion, the cutesy factor is kind of a cute guy, right? The 80s metal guy. Maybe one of the quintessential examples of 80s metal hair band. I would put them way up at the top. Stamina, he was able to hold these high notes for really long periods, long ranges, long periods of time. I think of him having a little bit of an ego, right? How about you? I think of, great songs, 18 in Life. I think I Remember You, Youth Gone Wild. We did, in fact, I did, what was it? I Remember You with Gabriela Gunchika. I'll put that, I think that was right. I'll put whatever I've done with him, because I don't just talk about singing, I actually do it with me and my students. So when I can, I put demonstrations we've done in the description. So I'll put what we've done in the description for you to check out and see how well we did. But then, he's, again, a great example of what came out of LA metal also. There was a lot of bands that came out of LA, Guns N' Roses and all these bands. And so there was a conglomerate. Now, I'm not saying all the members necessarily came from there, but certainly associated with that metal scene in Los Angeles. So let's just dive right in and hear old Sebastian, see how he's doing these days.
He was a young boy, he had a heart of stone. Me and man too fast, his big eyes to the ball. Just barely out of school, came from the edge of town. Fought like a switchblade, walked to take it down low. Got no money, no good at all. Walked the streets of Sultan and he fought the world to love. You got it!
Now, his screams are epic. I should admit that. Add to that also. But the other thing too that was kind of interesting is he used a lot of mix in his voice, and he brought a lot of his head voice down into his sound. Kind of like Robert Plant did a lot of that too, where it sounds like he's belting up really high, and sometimes he is, but for the most part, he's either mixing or he's using a lot of head voice. So like a reinforced falsetto, he's matched the tone qualities to get into his chest voice. Now, there are a lot of people that have done that, from Jeff Tate, of Queensryche and other people, where they brought their head voice all the way down into their chest voice. The problem with that, as I cover in my singing course, is if you only focus and rely on that, it atrophies your chest voice, which means to weaken your chest voice, your belting range. And over time, there becomes a continental drift where it starts to split and tear apart between your chest and head voice. And then you find yourself losing range in your chest voice, and then losing, your head voice altogether, or losing the power that you had, especially in the lower parts of your head voice. You might still get some high screams and, some whistle notes and stuff. But, we saw that happen to a lot of high-range 80s metal bands where they didn't know how to take care of their voices, and they didn't know how to continually work them out effectively and have good technique for that. So I cover all that in my singing course, and that's kind of what's happened with a lot of these singers over time. So let's continue. Here we go. Phone's out.
When we respond, I think of you. But all the tears you cry, they call my name. Well, anyway, do you need out of me? I think
A little pitchy sometimes. He was known for being a little pitchy from time to time, but it's because he took some chances,
Not when blind, you would have made me see. Well, I'd stare a lifetime into your eyes.
Now, in that case, that's one of the times I don't think he couldn't sing the chorus, so he's trying to get the audience to do it for him. He was actually really looking for audience participation. We see that a lot with performers when they're kind of spent and they go, okay, bail me out here, guys. And they do that in the name of, let's hear you sing. When in fact, they've just kind of like used up what they had and they try to cover for it by getting him to sing. That's not the case here. He could actually sing that with ease through that part right there. So, side note. That's the head voice I'm talking about. Little pitchy. Full scream though. Cool. So yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, he was just a raw talent, and a lot of those guys, you know, I mean, whether it was drugs or, you know, just kind of abusing your voice or whatever, you know, struggled with that over time. I know he's still out doing it to this day, but hopefully some of these guys will be able to get back on track if they want to, and if they are willing to put in the time. A lot of them can. So now, again, guys, I'm doing this by request for the most part. So if you have somebody that you want me to do what makes this singer great, please put that in the comments sections. If I missed anything about Sebastian Bach that I think I should have included that makes him great, please put that in the comments sections. And check this out. I got another great video headed your way. Here it is.